Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to my video. My name is Nurlana Tufat and today I want a presentation about this novel. The title is Everything I Never Told You by Chelsea Angie, published by Penguin Press in 2014. And the genre of this novel is fiction, family drama, and psychological mystery. Alright, the first is synopsis. 16 years old, Lydia Lee is found dead in a lake near her home in 1970 in Ohio. Her parents, James and Marilyn, are devastated and confused. Lydia was their favorite child, the one they believed was thriving academically and socially. As the story unfolds, it becomes clear that Lydia wasn't the person her parents thought she was. Beneath the surface, she was deeply lonely, burdened by the silent expectation placed upon her. Marilyn, her mother, had once dreamed of becoming a doctor, and after giving up her ambition for marriage and motherhood, placed all her hopes onto Lydia, using her to succeed in science and academics. James, her father, a Chinese American professor, longed for Lydia to fit in and be accepted in a predominantly white society, something he had struggled with all his life. Through flashbacks and shifting perspective, the novel uncovers the tensions, misunderstandings, and quiet suffering within the Lee family. Lydia's older brother, Nat, feels overlooked and resentful, while her younger sister, Hannah, quietly observes everything from the background. As each family member grapples with Lydia's death, long buried secrets come to light, forcing them to confront painful truths about themselves and each other. Okay, the next slide is main character. The main character is Lydia Lee as the middle child, seen as the favorite, secret, lonely, and overwhelmed. Next, James Lee as the father, Chinese American, feels like an outsider in American society. Marilyn Lee is the mother, pushes Lydia to fulfill her abandoned dreams. Next, Nat Lee is Lydia's older brother, intelligent but often overlooked. Hannah Lee is the quiet youngest child, observant and sensitive. And this is the setting of the story. The first is Middlewood, Ohio, mostly white town in the US. The second is Lee family home. The third is the lake, where Lydia's body is found. Next, Midwestern College, James' workplace. Next, hospital and police station location tied to the investigation of Lydia's death. And the last is Marilyn's house, Virginia, where Marilyn ran away to rediscover her purpose. Okay, next thing is part of the story. The first is orientation. In the spring of 1977, a Chinese American family living in the small town of Middlewood, Ohio, is shocked by the death of their 16-year-old daughter, Lydia Lee. Lydia's body is found floating in a lake, and the story begins. The Lees appear to be a normal, loving family. Father James is a Chinese American history professor, and Mother Marilyn is a white woman from a desirable background. They have three children, Nat, Lydia, and Hannah. Lydia is the middle child and the favorite, who is considered intelligent, obedient, and the hope of the family. But as time goes by, it becomes clear that this perception is an illusion. Behind Lydia's gentle facade, there is great pressure from parents who place their dreams and expectations on her. Marilyn wants Lydia to be an independent woman and succeed in the academic world, a dream she once gave up for marriage. Meanwhile, James wants Lydia to be accepted and popular. As a way to combat the alienation he has felt as an Asian man in a white environment. The family life seems peaceful until Lydia's death shakes everything. This is where all wants start to open up. The second is conflict. After Lydia's death, each member of the Lee family began to grapple with their own grief and guilt. James felt lost and began to question his role as a father and as a man of color in America. He then sought escape truck and the fire with a co-worker. Marilyn felt devastated and blamed herself for demanding too much of Lydia to be something she wasn't. She even revived her old ambitions and believed that Lydia's death was due to a lack of focus in educating her as a woman of science. On the other hand, Nat, the eldest child, felt angry because he had been ignored by his parents. He harbored anger at Jack, their neighbor, who he thought might have been involved in Lydia's death. Meanwhile, Hannah, the youngest, who was often ignored, watched all the destruction from a distance. Although small, she understood many things that her family did not say. After Lydia's death, her family found Lydia's diary. From here, her family learned about Lydia's real life. She had no close friends, started getting bad grades, and felt trapped by her parents' demands. She loved her family, but she could never be herself. The night before she died, Lydia tried to talk to Nat, but failed. Feeling very lonely, she went to the lake alone. No one knows for sure what happened, whether she intentionally ended her life or not. But what is clear is that she felt she could no longer bear it all alone. And then the resolution. Slowly, after all the anger and sadness has boiled over, the Lee family members began to realize that this tragedy is not about who is to blame, but about what has been left unsaid. James and Marilyn finally open up, realizing that they have been too focused on Lydia and failed to understand the other two children. They try to improve communication, although the wounds cannot be completely removed. Nat, after his emotional outburst towards Jack and his anger towards his parents, begins to draw closer to his sister Hannah. Hannah, who has been neglected, finally becomes the bridge of silence that brings the family back together. Although the grief of losing Lydia remains, the Lee family slowly learns to live with the loss. They begin to talk, seeing each other not just as father, mother, or child, but as fragile human beings with wounds. And finally, they heal each other or understanding each other. Okay, next, the moral of this story is the first is listen to your children and then force your own dreams onto them. The second is being open and honest in family communication is very important. And the last is everyone has their own struggles even if they seem perfectly fine on the outside. And this is my review of this novel. The story in this novel is truly heartbreaking and made me realize that family that looks fine on the outside isn't always truly happy. There can be many unspoken feelings or emotions hidden deep inside, and those things can destroy a person. This is where the importance of listening and understanding comes in, not just expecting and demanding. Thank you so much. Maybe that's all for me. Thank you for watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.